Come all you young rounders, and a story I'll tell of the promise of heaven and the warning of hell. But take heed where you ramble, or too soon you will go. Way up on the hillside where the new flowers grow. Well, he met in the springtime, the sun sinking low. Two star-crossed lovers in the still melting snow, where the loving was easy and the courting was brief. Well, they called her a beauty, they called him a thief. In the quiet of the evening, they'd steal away, where the laughter would flow and the fiddle would play. Well, the folks called it wrong, but hell, it seemed alright. In the sun-painted picture, and the day turned to night. Come up on the hillside, we'll have a time. If you'll bring the kisses, honey, I'll bring the wine. Keep your heart guarded, or too soon it'll fall. When one walks back home, honey, only one knows it all. Well, she walked up the hillside alone one day, and the heart is a hunter, always knows of its prey. And her father's old pistol hanging loose by her side. When she aimed once, she never shot twice. Well, the air was so still, and the sky was so blue. Before she could see them, the laughter she knew, she heard two shots ring out down in the town. There was three on the hillside, but only one headed down. I was just a baby, walked up the hillside, saw two mounds of clay. I'll always remember, and I'll never go back up the hillside where the new flowers grow. Back up the hillside where the new flowers grow.
So I know what you're probably thinking. Where's the rest of the video? I vaguely recall saying this. This is the first time the GoPro's seeing live action for the whole trail.
Oh.
Finally using it what I wanted to. This is gorgeous. And I ran out of battery. I did not know how much the GoPro battery sucks. And so we only got to have footage to Arch Rock and a little past that. And after that, it just, I didn't want to have my phone out the whole entire time. I'm trying to take pictures at that point. So this is Alum Cave. We actually hiked Alum Cave for the first time back in 2018. And it was really cool. We really wanted to do Mt Leconte, but it's a 5-mile steep hike. So we were not able to have time that time around to hike it. So back in 2020, we thought, why not? You know, let's do it. And this is a picture of the Mt Leconte cliff tops that I got. It was cool. We had to hike 0.2 more miles than the 5 that was promised just to get to that point, but it was really cool, and we loved the lodge. It is very pricey to stay at that lodge, mind you, so we have not had that experience. But will we do it again? I don't know. That last 2.5 miles were really steep, and it was okay. It was worth it, but we have other hikes that we love. For example, Charlie's Bunyan is by far our absolute most favorite hike in the whole park so far. And we haven't even really made a dent in all of these all these trails in this park. So for me to say that is kind of crazy, but at the same time, it's our absolute favorite is Charlie's Bunyan, and I'm hoping to be able to get my GoPro to stop acting up to be able to get that video out for you as well. Now, Mt Leconte was fantastic. I can't say enough that it was beautiful. Of course, that day that we hiked up to it, it was foggy over in the lodge area, so we didn't get as good of a experience as a lot of people do when they hike up to the lodge. Now, the cool thing about Mt Leconte, if you don't know this, is that the lodge cannot be reached vehicle-wise. So they actually have a llama pack in and pack out that they use, and they hike I think it's the Trillium Gap Trail, and take the llamas up to there to run supplies throughout the summer. And then Mt Leconte Lodge is actually closed during the winter time. It's a very cool trail. Alum Cave is by far a very awesome part. If you're wanting less people at Alum Cave, we've hiked it in the evening, well, midday to evening, and we were able to get not a lot of people in there. So that was awesome. There's a lot of views on that trail. Arch Rock is really cool. Now, you may have noticed, and I think I even put a note in about knocking over the rock towers. Please, PSA, public service announcement, do not do that. You're ruining homes for wildlife. There's a lot of wildlife in the rivers and streams that use those rocks, and when you take them out, you're essentially taking out their homes. So, just for a handy tip, please don't. So, until next time, here's a few more photos of Mt Leconte, the trail, and Alum Cave, and a lot of the other kind of tiddly-bit spots that we also stop at when we have been on that trail before. Where am I at right now? I am at Brown Bog Lake in Ohio. Give you a kind of, this is the Kettle Lake. It's one of my cool spots. This is one of the few places you could find carnivorous plants in Ohio. Right now it's very dead looking, but it's one of my favorite spots to be able to go see that and see different wildlife features as well. So until next time, happy trails, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, see what else we have going on. I'm hoping to get some tutorials up here soon. Until next time, guys.